This is part 3 on how to use your soul to manifest your desired reality. And this is the part that you do not want to miss, because if you see in the previous 2 videos, part 1 and 2, that means you know that series wasn't finished and there is a missing part, and this is the final part. You need to know that is going to make sure your manifestation show up, because if you miss this part, this is the most crucial part of the whole thing. And if you miss this part, all of the other ones that you watch was for nothing at all. So let's do a little quick recap of what I said about the previous in the previous video. So where I said the mind, the will, and the emotion is the soul. That's what the soul is made of. The mind, the will, and the emotion. Then I say how your mind think, how your will act, and how your emotions make you feel. Now, how you think, feel, and act is your personality, right? Now, I have some notes right here that I took earlier just so I don't forget, because I want to make sure you guys get everything from this video so it can change your life. Now, Caleb, I remember in the previous video I was saying like how you think, feel, and act determine your personality. Shout out to Dr. Joe Dispenza. That's how you're gonna show up in the world. And the thing is with manifestation, remember I talk about the mind, the will, and the emotions, and how people think, feel, and act. That means if someone is thinking and acting anger, they have anger and they're miserable, they're depressed, they're pissed, that means something is wrong with either their mind, their will, and their emotions. Something is wrong with their soul. That's why it's manifesting in the way they think, feel, and act. Does that make sense? So therefore it's gonna show up in their personality. But if someone has control over their mind, their will, and their emotion, they're gonna have control over how they think, feel, and their act. Therefore, they're gonna have control over their personality. So now that you understand that, you need to be able to control your personality and how you show up in the world, because this is how you interact with people, and that's why it's crucial for you to have control over these parts so you can actually, choose and become a good person. Now, Caleb, why do I need to show up with my personality? So my personality, why do I need to do that? Why? Because you need to become a honorable person. What do I mean by becoming an honorable person? Now, you're gonna have to become a honorable person where you're gonna have to, if you want your manifestation to come to you, remember, every blessing that's gonna enter your life is gonna enter your life through interacting with another human being. You're not gonna sit in your room in a box and your desired reality show up. You have to go out there and interact with people. And if you interact with people on the basis of you being an honorable person, a person of integrity, honesty, compassion, kindness, charity. You're charitable. That means you giving. You giving. What do I have any other ones? Let me check if I have any other one. Service. What other one? Generosity. It's the same thing as charitable. Generosity. Appreciation. You show genuine appreciation when someone do something for you. You're trustworthy. Now, guys, these are the things that you need to embody every time you go to interact with someone. These are the conception you need to believe about yourself. These are what you need to put on to your identity. These are what you need to embody into your identity. Yes, you're still gonna have the I am identity in the background, just relaxing in the background. But you need these as the conception that you attach to the identity that you're going to use to interact with people. The persona, the mask, whatever you want to call it. Whenever you're going to interact with someone, you need these, and you need to actually embody. I don't want you to be out here faking. Like, if you haven't become a trustworthy person, and remember I tell you, bro, if you haven't become a trustworthy person, you know what I mean? If you haven't become honest, if you don't have integrity, if you don't have kindness, compassion, generosity, appreciation, you can't show appreciation and you can't serve other people, bro. How do you think your desired reality is going to show up? You need people for it to manifest to you. And the thing is, you have to become the person that it can manifest to. So if you miss this step, yes, shout out to Nero, but he's not. You have to embody these. You get what I'm saying? I'm sure Nero is trustworthy, else people wouldn't keep going to him for, you know, whatever he does in the background. If he doesn't have honesty, people wouldn't go, like, he speak his truth and he believe in his truth. You know what I mean? And with kindness, I don't mean being nice. Kindness can be you want to help people and you're kind. You're kind. That doesn't mean nice. Compassion, you have an understanding heart. You get what I'm saying? You need these when interacting with people. You need these when interacting with people. Because 9 times out of 10, it's someone with a wounded soul. Someone with a wounded soul is going to be paying you their money. It is someone with a wounded soul that is going to that don't have control over either their mind, their will, or their emotion. That is going to come to pay you through their wounded personality. So you need to be able to have compassion to be able to understand where they're coming from. You need to be able to have an understanding heart to be able to understand how can you best help them fix their problem, because someone might come to you for something but it's not what they need, and you have to have the wisdom to help them with what they need, and then be like, hey, I see that you have this problem and I know that you want to be fixed, but this is not what's going to fix it. I have the solution here, but if you'd like, we could go on and try this. I have a bunch of clients that have been through this process before, and I do believe I can help you. You have to be able to, and you have to be able to be trustworthy so these people can trust you. You get what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, bro, it's someone with a problem that is going to come and pay you. Or you have to be able to embody these. You have to be able to have integrity, honesty, compassion, kindness, generosity, service, appreciation, trustworthiness. And I read this book called Happy Money. I forgot the name of the author. Actually, I listened to the audiobook on Spotify. It's called Happy Money, where I think the owner, the writer of the book, the author of the book, was talking about, invisible assets. Invisible assets such as trust. You get what I'm saying? Kindness, generosity. Those are invisible assets that people can see, and they're more valuable than the physical assets. You get what I'm saying? Because if you have someone that is willing to give you money and someone that's able to give you money, you're going to be good. But it's hard to find both, someone that is both willing and someone that is both able to give you money. It's hard to find someone, because normally in our life, the people that are willing to give us money, they don't have the money, so they're not able. But if you find someone that is willing to give him money and someone that is actually able also, they're both one person, that is a gem. And that person, 9 out of 10, are going to look for someone that is honorable. They're going to give their money to someone that is honorable, that know how to honor someone, that know how to respect. You have to be honorable. You have to mean what you say and say what you mean, and go out there with love, understanding, trustworthiness, service. They got to see that you have a drive to serve and to help people, because that's what they're going to bet their money on. They're not just giving their money to you as a human being. They're giving their money to an honorable person that they know will not give up, that they know that is going to push through and make it. So they're investing in your honorability, if that is a word. I don't even know if that's a word. They're investing in your trustworthiness. They're investing in your generosity. They're investing in your integrity, not you. Get yourself out of the way, because all of these are not you. You are just the awareness in the background that's choosing these conceptions to embody within your character. And once you embody these are the final touch that is going to determine how fast your manifestation show up, because this is how you interact with the world. Yes, you can understand all this metaphysics stuff, all this spiritual stuff, but if you don't connect them all together and interact with the world in the right way, these are what's going to cause the effect that you're looking for. These are what's going to show the people around you that you're no longer the person that they thought you were. And if you can hold this frame and hold this image up to the world, I guarantee your manifestation will show up in a matter of time, because this is how a abundant person, how a rich person, how a successful person that is, in the light, this is how they would show up. They would show up with this, embodying this. And I guarantee, guys, if you take this advice and implement it, your life is going to change. Your life is going to change. This is the finished part. Work on this part. Work on making sure your personality, your personal identity, embody an honorable person, because that's when other people are going to honor you. And once people start honoring you, it's over. God bless you. Good luck.